Hey guys, it is day 6. We have reached the Ajna chakra, which is known as your third eye. Your third eye is synonymous. So your third eye is the spiritual portion of the physical portion, which is your pineal gland or your pineal gland. It is like a walnut-shaped organelle that's in the middle of the brain. It's responsible for regulating serotonin and dopamine, as well as the sleep hormone of melatonin. So that is where melatonin is produced and released. That is where DMT is produced and released. You know, that very special spiritual chemical that they don't quite know what it does. It opens us up to different things. You know, when you're under psilocybin, your DMT increases. When you're about to die, your DMT increases. You know, it's kind of like that bridge to the spiritual world, like that spiritual essence in and of itself. So we have reached like that wonderful time of it being the third eye chakra, of us reaching the third eye chakra. I'm so sorry, someone just called me, so maybe calls are going to be significant for you. That just kind of distracted me. I'm not going to stop for the call. I want to get this video out. I need to get this video out. I've been really tired. I'm sure you guys are really tired. Going into session chakra by chakra, whether it's crazy because I just went through a spiritual awakening. Like I kind of like finished it when I started like the root or the sacral, but it's like as you go through this, because I'm doing this healing, it's like I'm going through like another extra spiritual awakening. So you guys be patient with me. I am like super tired. These last few videos, the third eye and the crown, are probably gonna be the shortest of the 7, because I am kind of burning out and I want to give you guys quality over quantity, babies. So today we're going to be focused on inner wisdom. We're going to be focused on removing the veil and your spiritual gifts, removing the veil, your third eye, opening your eyes, and your wisdom. So let's start off with the energy cleanse. Cleanse your third eye. Third eye. If you notice, all of the frequencies are different. Some are higher, some are lower. The lower chakras tend to be lower in frequency, is what I've noticed. Except for the crown. I think the crown is pretty low too. So to start off with removing the veil, let's do moonstone, because moonstone is, of course, is about the silver energy. It's about the moon, lunarian energy, and the moon card is all about hidden, mysterious, deep, subconscious, unconscious, things that are not brought to the forefront, things that are thought but not said, things that are felt but not expressed, you know. So let's remove the veil. Let's bring, using moonstone and celestial quartz, let's remove all the veils over your life, right? The veil in which you look at yourself, the veil in which you look at others, the veil in which you perceive your life and perceive the things that you can accomplish in your life. Because there has been a lot of societal, systemic, personal veils that have been put over our eyes, where we can't even see where we can go. So let's this will also allow you to see the brightness in things. Moonstone is great for seeing that silver lining. Like I said, that Silverian, lunarian energy. So not only will it help to cast away the illusions, it's also going to help you see things in a different light, in a different perspective, in a more positive perspective. It doesn't mean that you're unrealistic. But instead of realistically looking at the things that can go wrong, you're looking at the things that can go right. When we are cut off from our third eye, we are cut off from our intuition. Our third eye chakra links into our intuition as well. Your third eye chakra is very much so linked to your sacral chakra, your creativity, your creation, your intuition, your vision, all of that. Even though your vision is formed here, you speak the truth, but the vision is held here. It's created there. Sometimes it comes out there. And the throat is more so how precise, how accurate are you able to convey what you are feeling, what you are creating, the visions that you are creating for yourself. This is where your clairsentience, your clair sit. It sits all in your third eye. I'm still actually removing the veil, removing the debris, the projections going down, removing the debris and the projections going up. Our energy flows down, through the crown to our toes, and then back up and out. Let's balance your third eye before we expand it. Expanding an unbalanced third eye can result in unwanted spiritual interference. That's when people open up their third eyes and they start having, not even like, so you can have crazy dreams regardless, but when they have like the dreams equivalent of like a bag trip. And I've never been on a bag trip or anything like that. You know what? I have had some crazy dreams like that though. I've had bag trip dreams when I first opened up my third eye. So I want to make sure I balance you guys' third eye really heavily before I just go into opening it, because I kind of just went into opening it and then I kind of had to close it. I subconsciously closed it back, not completely, but I opened it a little bit too much for where I was, for the balance, for the part. And this is when I first started my journey. So that's why I took so long to kind of like to balance, because it's very important. I'm kind of prepping your ajna right now to be opened. Just kind of like stimulating it. Same thing with your pineal gland. Your pineal gland, your third eye, physically, medically, all of that is actually, it's called your third eye because your pineal gland is activated by light. And it's activated by the presence and the absence of light. In the absence of light, it creates melatonin. So that's why your sleep-wake cycles are so important. That's why these phones are such a distraction for us. That's why improper use of our phones, you know, is really contributing to the goal of calcifying, of cutting us off, 10-10 as I said this, from our spiritual sight. And that's why you have a lot of people that walk around in the world who they can't even see that magic exists. The magic that I see, they literally can't see it. They think everything is normal. They think miracles are like it's almost even like miracles are mundane. Like miracles aren't even miracles to them. Miracles are mundane. And if you would ask the average person, I don't think the average person look at miracles as magic, because that's the whole point of it being a miracle, right? So it's so interesting. So I'm actually kind of going to be doing them all in 3. I'm thinking, so 11-11 as I said that. So we just kind of talked about like the spiritual gifts as well. So now I'm going to begin to talk about the wisdom as I open up your third eye chakra. So speaking of, there's a white butterfly. Like, that's my signs and synchronicities. Like, it's amazing. It's literally the end of October, and I'm literally seeing butterflies like it's April. Okay. So let's do, and so let's open up your third eye chakra, right? But I am going to be using a piece of black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is protective in nature, but it also is like it's a third eye chakra. So most black crystals are known for being like root chakra crystals because they are protective and guarding. But this is wonderful because this is a protective third eye crystal. So as I open up your third eye chakra, I'm going to be using this to instill a level of spiritual protection. Ooh. 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 So I'm going to share something with you. So when I first started awakening, and I don't think this has to do with like spiritual protection. I think there's another butterfly, but I don't think this has to do with like spiritual protection. I really think this has to do with, let's start to open. I really think this has to do with like just my journey and who I am. I don't know. If you know, you know, like the spiritual warfare thing. But when I first like on my spiritual journey, I used to have dreams of reptilian-like creatures intimidating me. In one dream, a man tried to kidnap me and tried to do like rituals on me. Like took me to a magic shop and was like, it had kidnapped me and like another girl and planned on doing rituals. Another time, it was 2 literally reptilian beings in front of my face, and one of them like bucked at me. No, they were 2 men, but as I was like looking at them, their face, like they slowly changed into reptilians. And as I was staring at them changing into reptilians, one of them bucked at me. And I think I told them in the dream, it was like through my energy, either I said it or it was like through my energy, like telepathically. I was like, if you buck at me again, I swear there's going to be hell to pay. And he didn't buck. He did not buck. I think I got in the reptilian's face. I was like really close to it. Like I remember how it looks. And they all popped up the same way. I've had like 3 different reptilian dreams and they all look the same. It was one time like I was having a dream about like childhood, like high school people, but then it turned really ominous. It was like really weird because like I could tell something was off in the dream because these aren't people I usually like dream about. So like in the middle of the dream, like everything became real. Like you know, like really like lucid. And I felt the energy shift. And literally one of my high school friends shifted. They all shifted. Like one of them started acting weird. And I was like, no, something's not right. And it was all a mirage. And they were all actually reptilian creatures. Some of them appeared as white men. And then they changed into reptilian creatures. And then some of them just popped up as reptilians. I think it was like 2 or 3 of them. And I felt really threatened. So what I did was, I did like this piercing scream. It's like I let out a frequency. It's like I knew in my dream, like that's what I was doing. Like I just opened up my mouth like this. And like this frequency came out, this loud pitch frequency. And one started convulsing like this. And his eyes turned red. And like the other one was trying to help him. And so I just left. So I took that. So I went downstairs and like left out. And like, that was just about like the end of the dream. Like crazy stuff. Like crazy stuff. Now that stuff isn't crazy. I'm pretty sure like I was being attacked in the astral, but that's what I mean by as I'm opening your chakra. And the celestial course really has to do with a lot of your spirit guides, your ancestors, your the Rishas, whoever you call on, the ancient spirits, water, the elements. Call on them all, the directions. I used to call on the elements and the directions a lot. Spring, summer, winter. These are all energies for you to call upon. The angels. You know what I'm saying? I'm balanced. So I caught a couple, you know what I'm saying, on the other side, demons working working for me too. You know, that's the dark divine feminine. I don't call upon them. They move. They move within the coordinates with my angels. So that's why I did a celestial course as well. But I'm trying to get you guys to not experience, like, I understand why I went through that warfare, because like it was to stop me from being here today, right? From helping others on their journey. And even if you guys, this is your journey and you know, you're supposed to help people and you got some spiritual, you gonna want to be protected, you know? Because everybody wouldn't have known, because that was like something spiritually. That was something spiritual, an ancient knowledge that my soul knew to just open up my mouth and let out that frequency. What was another dream? Oh my goodness, because that was not the only reptilian dream I've had. Like, child, they be coming for me in my dreams. I was like, okay, y'all better stop coming for me in my goddamn dreams. But yeah, they be coming for me in my dreams. But I think they died so much. Because there's a couple times, a couple of them convulsed and I've like let out a couple. I think that's not the only time I let out a frequency. And I think they get tired of it. They like, look, y'all not 18 as I said that. Y'all not ready. You not ready to keep messing me up in the astral realms. Hey, gotta leave me alone. And eventually they stop. I think that convulsion one, no, that one, or either me being kidnapped by the man in the back of the truck that was planning on doing like spells on me. One of those, yeah. But I've had it all. You know, it even can bring you senses of clarity. You know, those felt like attacks and blah, 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 blah. But your third eye can even give you like clarity. Like, I had a dream that somebody really, really close to me, I'm going to do a story time about this later, but basically it showed me things about every single person that I've let go in my life. It gave me confirmations. I've seen people doing spells on me. I've had 2 people close to me that was close to me tie me up in a chair in my dream, take a sledgehammer, hit the side of my knee. I screamed out in pain. I felt it in my dream. I woke up and for the next month or 2, I had a big old bruise on the side of my leg, but it was unexplained because I didn't hurt myself in the physical. It happened in a dream and I really felt it, and I really had effects after that. So people really were doing things to me, and I saw it in my dreams in the astral realm. So actually this ended up just being just about as long. But these are some of the things, like once you get to these upper chakras, like once you like really be like, I'm not playing games, these are some of the things you can walk into. Like I saw one of my siblings doing a spell on me, like in my dream. Like it was dark, I opened up the door, and the person turned around and was like and they like was standing in front of the candle. And like in the dream, I knew. It wasn't like I had to be explained. I knew I knew they was doing something nefarious. So it's super interesting. I've had premonitions a lot this summer. Every time somebody from my past would pop up, I had a dream, or the biggest events, I had a dream 2 days before that it happened. So this is all within your ajna. Very powerful. It's a very powerful chakra. So you want to use that wisdom that you're learning in your everyday life, right? So that wisdom is upgrading your ajna. Your ajna is connecting to your soul, your solar plexus, because that's how your magic works, right? All the power is being stored in your soul. And then it builds up. You want to use your power, then it goes up, and then boom, it comes out. Boom, it's expressed through your third eye chakra. So that's where your wisdom and stuff is stored too. Like your past life lessons is stored within your soul, and it can be expressed through your third eye chakra. Your third eye, literally your mind is encapsulating all of your spiritual info, your spiritual wisdom and knowledge. So it's time for you to use that in your life. So this is why I have the lapis lazuli here. This is a third eye chakra crystal, and this is a crown, but a lot of people say this is third eye as well. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. You know, if they're next to each other, it'll work for them both. 2233, as I just said that. 2s and 3s may be significant. Balance, mind, body, and soul. Harmony. All of those things, bringing together the physical and the spiritual. So I want you guys to kind of access that higher level of wisdom. Use that wisdom as power in your life. Learn these things. Use these things that you are learning to operate on a higher consciousness, to make your life better. You don't go through bad things just to go through bad things, to learn the lessons just to learn the lessons. You learn them to use them to make your life better, to get yourself closer to authenticity, to happiness, to joy. I'm so stoked to be able to do this for you guys. I'm so stoked. I am so fucking stoked. Y'all should have seen me this morning. I was feeling tired. I'm like, Spirit, please let me get through these 7 days. Let me just finish these 2 because they need it. I'm tired, but they need it. They need it because I needed it. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Gotta let some. Yes, and I'm sleepy, and I feel like I'm getting silly out here, and it's the morning time. What? Wait till I start doing lives. We're gonna be on here kiki ha ha, hee hee ha kiki kiki me me moo moo ha ha. All right. Don't be afraid to use the wisdom. You are wise. You have learned. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your intuition. What you see is what you see. Accept it. It is what it is. It be what it be. All right. Now let's end off. And I love it because it even tells you like the frequency of what it's tuned to. Deep breaths. You did good. You're doing so great. Drink some water after this. Be prepared for your dreams to go boom, 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 boom. Like if you don't remember your dreams, you're definitely gonna have some crazy dreams and remember them, because not only are we doing this third eye chakra, we're doing it in the time where right now the veil is thin. The veil is thin. And some of you guys might have your powers activated after this. You guys might notice like, whoa, like I'm feeling energy, or whoa, like I feel like this is gonna happen, and it happened. Like I'm starting to be able to like low-key tell a future. And when these gifts, like before you like really like get into the nitty-gritty of working with them and being able to control them, oftentimes they just happen randomly. It just happens randomly. So don't be discouraged. Don't be like, oh, I can't make it happen on demand, so I must be crazy. No, that's what they want you to think. That's the reason why a lot of these movies, I can't stand them, because they don't show the true progression of what spiritual power truly is. Because you have to practice, you have to learn. Like it's not just, ooh, I got spiritual powers, boom, I activate them, and then wow, I'm lifting stuff up off the ground. Like no, that shit could take like 10-20 years of practice to be able to levitate something heavy off the ground. You know, it takes a lot of work, a lot of precision, a lot of work. Like it's a lot of practice. And anyway, thank you guys for watching. This one's a little long, but I did it. We did it. We got through it. And enjoy. Mwah!